Lesson 1: Doing things differently.
What is one thing you would like to do differently this month?
I want to practice mindfulness daily. It is important to me.
Mindfulness can help reduce stress. How do you plan to start?
I will spend 10 minutes each morning in silence.
That sounds like a good approach. It fosters peace.
Yes, I hope it will help me stay grounded.
Taking time for oneself is essential in a busy world.
Absolutely. Small changes can lead to big improvements.
I admire your commitment to personal growth.
Lesson 2: Grounding mini routines.
What is a daily mini routine that grounds you?
I like to drink a cup of tea every morning. It centers me.
Tea can be calming. Do you have a favorite type?
I enjoy chamomile. It helps me feel relaxed and focused.
That is a soothing choice. How long do you take to drink it?
I take about 15 minutes. It is my quiet time.
Quiet moments are precious. They set a positive tone for the day.
Yes, it helps me gather my thoughts.
A peaceful start can lead to a productive day.
Lesson 3: Genuine laughter.
What is the last thing that made you genuinely laugh?
I watched a funny video of animals doing silly things.
Animal videos are always entertaining. What was the funniest moment?
A cat tried to catch a laser dot and ran into a wall.
That sounds hilarious. Pets can be so clumsy.
Yes, their antics always make me smile.
Laughter is a wonderful stress reliever.
Absolutely. It is important to find joy in small things.
Sharing laughter creates strong bonds between us.
Lesson 4: Underrated vegetables.
What is a vegetable you wish more people liked?
I wish more people enjoyed Brussels sprouts. They are delicious.
They do have a bad reputation. What do you like about them?
When roasted, they are crispy and flavorful. It is amazing.
I agree. I think many people do not know how to cook them well.
Exactly. They can be quite versatile in dishes.
A good recipe can change their opinion completely.
Absolutely. Perhaps people should give them a second chance.
A little creativity in the kitchen can make a big difference.
Lesson 5: Proud travels.
What is a place you feel proud to tell people you have been?
I am proud of my visit to Japan. It was an unforgettable experience.
Japan is fascinating. What did you enjoy the most?
The culture and history amazed me. The temples were stunning.
I have heard the food is incredible too. Did you try sushi?
Yes, fresh sushi in Tokyo was a delight. I wish I could return.
There are so many places to explore there. It sounds magical.
It truly is. I believe everyone should visit at least once.
Sharing such experiences enriches our conversations.
Lesson 6: Focus at work.
What is a habit that helps your focus at work?
I always start my day with a to-do list. It keeps me organized.
That is a good strategy. How does it work for you?
Writing things down helps me visualize my tasks. I feel accomplished.
I understand. It simplifies my workload too.
I also limit my phone use during work hours. It reduces distractions.
That is a wise choice. Staying focused is challenging today.
Yes, but these habits help improve my productivity.
It is essential to find what works best for you.
Lesson 7: Home improvements.
What is a small improvement you made to your home?
I recently painted my living room a soft blue. It feels fresh.
That sounds lovely. Why did you choose blue?
Blue is calming. It creates a peaceful atmosphere.
I agree. Colors can significantly affect our moods.
Yes, and it was an easy project that made a big impact.
Sometimes, small changes can bring new life to a space.
Completely true. It feels like a new home.
A little effort can result in great satisfaction.
Lesson 8: New experiences.
What is something you think more people should try at least once?
I believe everyone should go hiking. It connects you with nature.
Hiking is indeed refreshing. Where do you recommend?
I suggest a local mountain trail. The view is breathtaking.
I enjoy being outdoors. Nature can be very inspiring.
Hiking also promotes physical health and mental clarity.
That is true. It is a rewarding way to exercise.
Everyone should experience the beauty of the outdoors.
Nature offers a sense of peace that is hard to find elsewhere.
Lesson 9: Favorite museums.
What is a museum you would love to return to?
I would love to visit the Louvre again. It is magnificent.
The Louvre is incredible. What did you enjoy most about it?
I adored seeing the Mona Lisa. The atmosphere was magical.
It is fascinating to view such famous art up close.
Yes, each piece has a unique story to tell.
Museums allow us to travel through time.
I wish I could explore more exhibits, they are all inspiring.
It is important to appreciate art and history.
Lesson 10: Recent good decisions.
What is a recent good decision you made?
I decided to start exercising regularly. It has changed my life.
That sounds great. How do you feel about it now?
I feel healthier and more energetic. It is rewarding.
Exercise can improve our mood significantly.
Yes, I also sleep better now.
Making positive choices takes commitment.
Exactly. Each small step counts towards better living.
It is inspiring to see you dedicated to change.
Lesson 11: Interesting lunches.
What is a way you make your lunch more interesting?
I always add different flavors to my sandwiches. It keeps them exciting.
That is smart. What types of flavors do you use?
I love using unique sauces and fresh herbs. They enhance the taste.
That sounds delicious. I usually stick to basic flavors.
Trying new combinations can open up new possibilities.
I should experiment more with my meals at lunchtime.
Yes, it brings joy to your day.
A little creativity can transform a simple meal.
Lesson 12: Enjoyable dance styles.
What is a style of dance you enjoy watching?
I love watching ballet. It is both graceful and powerful.
Ballet is beautiful. Do you have a favorite performance?
I enjoyed Swan Lake. The music and movement were enchanting.
I have heard it is a classic. Do you dance as well?
I took ballet classes as a child. It taught me discipline.
Art forms like dance can express so much emotion.
Absolutely. They tell stories without words.
Dance can truly connect people in profound ways.
Lesson 13: Learning languages.
What is a language you picked up a few words of and loved?
I learned some Italian words. They sound beautiful.
Italian is known for its musicality. What words do you know?
I can say ciao and grazie. They are simple yet important.
Those are essential phrases. Have you ever visited Italy?
Yes, I visited Rome. It was an amazing experience.
I can imagine. Learning a language adds depth to travel.
It also enriches our understanding of different cultures.
Each language opens a door to a new world.
Lesson 14: Bedtime routines.
What is one thing you always do before bed?
I read a book every night. It helps me unwind.
Reading is a wonderful habit. What genres do you enjoy?
I love fiction. It allows me to escape reality.
That is a great way to relax. Do you have a favorite author?
I admire Jane Austen. Her stories are timeless.
A good book can offer comfort before sleep.
Absolutely. It creates a peaceful atmosphere.
A consistent routine is key to a good night's sleep.
Lesson 15, Nostalgic Sounds.
What is a sound that makes you instantly nostalgic?
The sound of rain brings back fond memories of my childhood.
That is lovely. Rain has a calming effect, does it not?
Yes, it reminds me of cozy days indoors with family.
I can relate. Certain sounds can trigger strong emotions.
Absolutely. Nostalgic sounds can take us back in time.
They are powerful reminders of happy moments.
Indeed. Everyone has sounds that resonate with them.
It is wonderful how sounds can connect us to our past.
Lesson 16, Organizing Living Spaces.
What is a way you keep your living space organized?
I use clear storage bins for everything. It helps me see my items.
That is a smart idea. How do you label them?
I always label each bin. This makes finding things easier.
Labels are very helpful. Do you organize often?
Yes, I organize once a month. It keeps my space tidy.
That is a good habit. A clean space can improve focus.
Absolutely. It creates a peaceful environment.
Organizing helps reduce stress. It is worth the effort.
Lesson 17, Trying New Movies.
What is a type of movie you often avoid but tried recently?
I usually avoid horror movies. However, I watched A Quiet Place last week.
What made you decide to watch it?
I heard many good reviews. I wanted to see what the hype was.
Did it surprise you?
Yes, it was intense but very well made. The storytelling was great.
Horror films can have hidden depth. Would you watch more now?
I might. This one changed my view a bit.
Trying something new can be rewarding.
Lesson 18, Feeling Accomplished.
What is one thing that always makes you feel accomplished?
Completing a book gives me a sense of achievement.
That is a great feeling. Do you have a favorite genre?
I enjoy mysteries. The suspense keeps me engaged.
Mysteries can be thrilling. How many books do you read in a month?
I try to read at least 2.
That is impressive. Reading expands our minds.
Yes, every book teaches me something new.
Accomplishments can be found in many forms.
Lesson 19, Recommended Day Trips.
What is a day trip you would recommend to visitors?
I recommend visiting the nearby national park. It is beautiful.
That sounds wonderful. What activities can visitors do there?
Hiking is very popular. There are trails for all skill levels.
Nature walks are refreshing. What else can one enjoy?
Many people like picnicking by the lake. It is serene.
A day in nature sounds perfect for relaxation.
Yes, it rejuvenates the mind and body.
Nature offers a wonderful escape from city life.
Lesson 20, the tradition of time.
What tradition do you cherish, even in busy times?
I always make time for family dinners. They are special for me.
That sounds wonderful. Why do you think it is important?
Family dinners allow us to connect. Life can be chaotic.
True. I believe it brings everyone together. What do you discuss during these dinners?
We share stories from our day. Everyone has something to say.
That sounds enjoyable. Do you have any funny stories that come up often?
Yes, we often laugh about past mishaps. Those memories bring joy.
I can relate. Laughter makes the bond stronger.
Lesson 21, a thoughtful reflection.
What question do you ask yourself weekly?
I often ask, what did I learn this week? It helps me grow.
That is insightful. Why do you choose that particular question?
It keeps me mindful. Each week offers new experiences.
I see. Do you find new lessons every week?
Yes, even small moments can teach us something valuable.
What was your biggest lesson last week?
I learned to embrace mistakes. They are part of the process.
That is a powerful lesson. Mistakes can guide our paths.
Lesson 22, the comfort of books.
What is a guilty pleasure book you enjoy?
I love rereading Pride and Prejudice. It always resonates with me.
That is a classic. What do you enjoy most about it?
The characters are so relatable. Their struggles feel real today.
Interesting. Do you find yourself inspired by their journeys?
Definitely. Their growth teaches valuable lessons about life.
What lesson stands out the most for you?
The importance of being true to oneself. It is crucial.
That is a significant point. What is your favorite scene?
Lesson 23, a place of inspiration.
What place inspires your creativity?
The beach stimulates my mind. The waves create a magical atmosphere.
I can see that. The sound of water is quite calming.
Yes, it allows me to think clearly. Nature is a muse.
Do you have a specific routine when you visit?
I often bring a notebook. I jot down ideas as they come.
That sounds productive. What type of ideas do you write?
I write poetry and stories. The scenery prompts my imagination.
Nature indeed sparks creativity. Where do you find your best ideas?
Lesson 24, a friend's advice.
What advice would you give a close friend?
I would say, always trust your instincts. They often guide you well.
That is wise. Why do you think our instincts matter?
They connect with our true feelings. Ignoring them can lead to trouble.
That is very true. Often, our hearts know the right path.
Exactly. Have you ever ignored your instincts?
Yes, and I regretted it later. It taught me to listen more.
Lessons like that shape us. I believe in learning from each experience.
Absolutely. Advice is meant to be shared and valued.
Lesson 25, the daily non-negotiable.
What is a daily routine you never skip?
I always start my day with meditation. It centers my thoughts.
That is excellent. How long do you meditate?
I meditate for 20 minutes. It brings peace.
I can see why you value that time. What changes have you noticed?
I feel calmer and more focused throughout the day.
That is impressive. I should try meditating as well.
It may change your outlook. Everyone can benefit from calmness.
I agree. Busy lives need moments of quiet reflection.
Lesson 26, the invigorating scent.
What scent invigorates you in the morning?
The smell of fresh coffee awakens my senses. It is uplifting.
Many people love coffee. What do you enjoy with it?
I love it with a hint of cinnamon. It adds warmth.
That sounds delightful. What is your morning routine like?
I sip my coffee while reading. It prepares me for the day.
That is a peaceful start. I think I should adopt that.
You would enjoy it. A good morning sets the tone.
Absolutely. Scent connects to mood in wonderful ways.
Lesson 27, the art of forgiveness.
What helps you forgive quickly?
I remind myself that everyone makes mistakes. It brings clarity.
That is very wise. Understanding helps maintain peace.
Yes, holding on to grudges weighs us down. Forgiveness frees the mind.
I agree. What has helped you the most in forgiving others?
Open conversations often help. They clear misunderstandings.
That is a good approach. Communication can bridge gaps.
Exactly. I believe in addressing issues promptly.
That certainly leads to healthier relationships.
Lesson 28, the perfect lunch break.
How do you like to spend your lunch break?
I enjoy going for a walk in the park. It refreshes my mind.
That sounds lovely. Nature allows for relaxation.
Yes, it offers a break from routine. I also breathe fresh air.
I can understand that. A change of scenery is important.
Absolutely. What do you prefer to do during lunch?
I like reading a book. It transports me to another world.
That is a great way to unwind. Books can be powerful escapes.
They truly are. A little time with a book is precious.
Lesson 29, Lessons from Strangers.
What is something interesting you learned from a stranger?
I learned a lesson about kindness during my travels. A stranger helped me.
That sounds intriguing. What happened?
I lost my way in a new city. A kind man gave me directions and shared a story.
What did he say that stuck with you?
He told me, small acts of kindness can change the world. It amazed me.
That is a powerful thought. Did it inspire you to act differently?
Yes, I began to help others more. His words reminded me of the impact we can have.
That is wonderful. Kindness truly creates connections.
Lesson 30, A time-saving habit.
What is a small habit that saves you time each morning?
I always prepare my outfit the night before. It helps me start quickly.
That is a smart idea. Do you find it makes a difference?
Absolutely. I avoid morning stress. It gives me peace.
I can see how that would help. What else do you do to save time?
I also pack my lunch at night. It makes my morning smoother.
That is a great practice. What do you usually pack?
I pack healthy snacks and a sandwich. It keeps me energized.
Sounds delicious and practical. Simple habits can make a big difference.
Lesson 31, A treasured possession.
What is something you own that you would never throw away?
I have an old journal from my youth. It holds many memories.
That sounds special. What makes it so important to you?
It contains my thoughts and dreams. Reading it brings back feelings.
I understand. Sentimental items often hold great value.
Yes, it tracks my growth. It reminds me of my journey.
That is truly inspiring. What is your favorite entry?
I wrote about my first love. It was a beautiful time.
That must be a cherished memory. Journals are wonderful for reflection.
Lesson 32, A must-visit restaurant.
What is a restaurant you would bring visitors to without hesitation?
I would take them to the Italian bistro. The food is outstanding.
That sounds delightful. What do you recommend there?
Their pasta dishes are incredible. The flavors are authentic.
I love Italian food. What is your favorite dish?
I adore the fettuccine alfredo. It is creamy and satisfying.
That sounds tempting. What about the atmosphere?
The atmosphere is warm and inviting. It feels like family.
I appreciate a restaurant with a cozy vibe.
Lesson 33, Musical Memories.
What song reminds you of a specific person?
This is easy for me. My Heart Will Go On reminds me of my grandmother.
Oh, that is powerful. What memories does it bring back?
It was her favorite song. We used to sing it together often.
Sounds like a lovely bond. What do you think she loved about that song?
She adored the idea of everlasting love. It touched her deeply.
That makes sense. Music can connect us to our emotions and memories.
Exactly. I feel closer to her every time I hear it.
That is a beautiful way to cherish her memory.
Lesson 34, Morning Routines.
What is something you do to make mornings quicker?
I prepare my breakfast the night before. It saves a lot of time.
That is smart. What do you usually prepare?
I make overnight oats. They are healthy and ready to eat.
I love that idea. Do you add fruits or toppings?
Yes, I often add berries and nuts. It makes them delicious.
I may try that. Do you feel more energetic in the mornings?
Definitely. It starts my day on a positive note.
I should adopt some of your habits. They sound very beneficial.
Lesson 35, Motivational Phrases.
What phrase motivates you to keep going?
This too shall pass inspires me the most.
That is a powerful reminder. Why does it resonate with you?
It helps me during tough times. I know challenges are temporary.
I understand. Sometimes, we need to remind ourselves of that.
Yes, it puts things into perspective. I find strength in that thought.
It is important to have such phrases. They can guide us through difficulties.
Absolutely. It reminds me to be hopeful and patient.
Hope is essential. Thank you for sharing that wonderful phrase.